Hey guys, fourth week confinement at home, and this is our lesson number 3 for our tactical video analyze process. Emily and so many are so excited to finalize this video analyze, and today we're going to use my profile to show you how we're going to complete your profile. Let's check on this board. Take a look on this one. All right, so as we discussed previously, I recorded 10 bouts and I review methodically these 10 bouts. My total touches I scored during these 10 bouts were 45 touches. Hey, it was 5 touch bout, huh? It was not 15 touch bout, huh? I'm not that bad. So 45 touches in 10 bouts is my total of touches scored. Now, divided in 3 groups, as we discussed previously again, I scored 30 attacks. So 30 offensive actions. Okay, that represents 66% of my total amount of touches. I scored 10 counterattack and remise of actions. And we said that we will include all these categories of actions in one group, the non-right-of-way actions, which represent 22% of my total touches scored. And then I scored 5 defensive actions, which is basically riposte, okay, from a defensive plan, which is only 11% of my total touches scored. Right now, I already get a pretty good idea of who I am if I wasn't sure. But for now, I know that my best or my first plan is to score with attacks. It looks like I'm very aggressive. Now, remember, while I was reviewing these 10 bouts, I was also keeping track of where I was able to score on the strip. It appears that among these 10 video analyze, 80% of the touches I scored were in my opponent zone, considering that I was on guard here. 15% of my touches I scored were right in front on my on-guard line, and only 5% of my touches I scored were in my zone. So pretty good idea of now who I am. I'm very aggressive, I'm very offensive, and I'm pushing a lot, right? Okay, we have these great numbers, but how do we really get a clear image of who I am? Let's see now the board below. And we're going to have to demonstrate great geometrical skills. Let's draw a triangle, okay? And each angle means one category of actions. The top angle, okay, is offensive action. The left side is counteroffensive and remise actions, and the right angle is defensive actions, which is riposte. Okay, I'm gonna draw triangles, okay, and every line will mean like 20%, okay, from 0 is the center, to 100%. And I'm going to report these numbers, A, B, C, on my triangle. So 66% of offensives, which is on that line, which means that I bring my point here. Okay, this is my offensive record, 66%. And then I will get my 22% of non-right-of-way actions here, just a little bit after my first small triangle line. and my defensive percentage is only 11%, so it's going to be right after the center, between my first line and the center. And then now I can shape my profile, okay, with a big high triangle going very high and with a very short foundation. If I take this shape and now I report it to where I score most of my touches on the strip, then I can see that now my profile shows a very aggressive offensive fencer, mostly fencing in my opponent zone, trying to score as many attacks as I can. So the question is now, how do I analyze this? I get a good profile. I know that my best actions are attacks. I know that I get a few non-right-off reactions and very, very few defensive actions. How I'm going to use this to know how we're going to be able to use all this profile. See you next week for our last lesson. And thank you guys for waiting and being patient on your emails. Keep working and see you next week. Bye-bye.